So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. This is the tight end fan. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he comes back with 1 complete. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. The Browns at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. It's caught. Cooper. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's got some space here. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 22, Allen. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. On 4th down, Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Allen again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, trotting. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye. He
just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now this time, Allen will throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On play action, Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air, Allen. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Allen off the play fake. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Cooper, the man in motion left. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Vedvik now for the extra point. He He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Throwing now, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late, and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now Allen. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Baltimore, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12.
I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best.